It's Michelle, otherwise known as Drum, and I'm a running coach with Team Drum Coaching, and this is the Team Drum Show! This is Lola. So anyway, today we're going to be talking about one of my athletes, Hallie. Hallie lives in Arkansas. She is a mom, she has a full-time job, her family owns chicken farms, and she has 4 pups. So she is super busy every day. Like most of you working moms out there though, she really wants to make time for running, and so every day she does what she can to get in her run. We've been working together since the very beginning of the year, since early January, and since that time she has PR'd her half marathon, and then this past Saturday she did the Mount Magazine trail run, which is what I wanted to talk about today. She's training for a 50K in July, also in Arkansas, so this past Saturday was kind of a really time on feet training run and prep for that 50K. Her training hasn't exactly gone 100%. She's had PF in the past, and so we really keep our eye on that. And she also had a few other, not major, but small little things that forced us to take a few days off here and there just to make sure that they didn't become anything bigger. But she is healthy right now and doing great. And every day, even if work gets in the way or T-ball gets in the way or whatever, she always does what she can, even if it's just some strength and mobility exercises. So I love working with Hallie. It's been really fun, and I can't wait for her other big goals this year. The couple things that we really focused on for this race and in her training leading up to it were having a positive mindset and also hydration and nutrition. So the running I knew would come, and what I've learning about Hallie is she's a pretty big gamer. Race day shows up, the girl is ready, and she does awesome. So it's the other little things surrounding it that I've really been focusing on with her. Having a positive mindset, this is huge for me. I don't like whiners. I don't like complainers. We run because we love it. Like, straight up, we are not getting paid to do this. We are not professionals. So if you don't want to run because it's hot, then don't run. But you probably do because you love running. And so I'm just really big on, as little as possible, not putting out those negative things into the universe. It just creates within your running group and within your family this kind of like negative atmosphere. And I'm just all for keeping it inside and staying positive. Sometimes when you let it out, it does really help you, but then it affects those around you as well. So with Hallie, we've just been really working on having that positive mindset, and she has been doing awesome at it. I can't even tell you how much better she is at it. Instead of like thinking about, I have this run tonight, oh man, the weather's gonna be horrible, or oh, this might happen because of timing with this kid's game, or my work might do this. Instead of like setting it up to be something that is an inconvenience and something that might not go very well, just like not preemptively making this a run that's gonna suck. Instead, we're thinking positively about it. It's gonna be fine. You're gonna be able to get it squeezed in. You're just gonna do what you can, and the weather always just is what it is, right? If we ever just decided, based our running solely around the weather, we would probably never run. Like, it is so hot and humid here right now. It's ridiculous. So she's been doing awesome at that, and that was a really big goal for her on Saturday. Since it's just a time on feet run, was really focusing on her mental mindset, and she did awesome. Sometimes, actually all the time, in an ultra race, you're probably gonna have a low moment, and that's okay. That's why I run ultras, to have that low moment and then to know that I came out on the other side. So that's a really positive thing, is you had that low moment, but then you fought through it and you came out on the other side. And so that's the positivity that I try to focus on. It's not like you're not gonna have any negative thoughts the whole time. That's impossible. But always just moving beyond it, that's a super positive thing, and that's a great thing to focus on. And she did awesome at that. There was a climb that took about 35 minutes. It was just straight up. Her low back was hurting her. You know, you're carrying water, you're doing this really big climb. We hadn't had a climb that big in any of her training, and and she worked really hard to not let herself go to that low place. And I was so impressed by that. She just really stayed happy and positive the whole time. The other thing that we've really been working on is nutrition and hydration. So with your nutrition, since she's training for the 50K, we're working on some real food options and not just gel and chews and stuff like that. And so that went really good too. And the other thing is hydration. I love pickle juice, not really, but I love it because I'm a monstrous sweater. I sweat so much. So it really, whether it's I've read articles about it just being that sensation in your mouth that, oh gosh, it's crazy. And then you really focus on that instead of your cramping muscles. I don't care what it is. It always works for me 100% of the time. So I'm a pretty big believer. I also drink Scratch. That's just my personal preference. I like that it's not sugary. Sugar tears up my stomach. And then water. And having that good balance between the three is super important because you can get too far in one direction or the other. So she totally nailed her hydration too. It was super warm and humid in Arkansas on Saturday. I'm so pleased about that. One thing that we talked about in the week before the race that I thought I would share is that I like to taper my hydration. So the week of the race, I'll drink a ton, at least half, 3/4 my body weight in ounces. Now that it's summer, my full body weight in ounces. But then the day before the race, I really taper it off. And I'll drink a bunch maybe in the morning, but then from like noon on, I just drink normal. And even under normal, I really taper it off because I am totally that person that will have a hard time sleeping the night before the race. And then I have to pee every 5 seconds. And I'm just laying there and I'm like, oh my God, I have to pee again. And even if you don't, there's that sensation and then you can't sleep. And it just really can be a nightmare. And maybe everyone doesn't overthink this like I do, but it has really helped me to taper off my hydration the day before, and then it helps me sleep through the night a lot better. And then also the next morning, I'm not just like, oh my God, I drank so much water. So anyways, I talked about that with Hallie too, and I think that worked out really well for her. If you'd like to follow along on Hallie's journey, she is on Instagram at HKHull, Hull 88. So it's at HKHull 88. And you can wish her congratulations or say congratulations on her past race this last Saturday and wish her good luck on her 50K in July. If you have any questions about anything I talked about, nutrition, hydration, positive mindset, I'd love to hear from you. Please reach out. You can just DM me on Instagram at ultradrum. Also, you can email teamdrumcoaching@gmail.com. And there's a link on my website, teamdrumcoaching.com. Wait, did my email I say at Gmail? I don't think so. Email, teamdrumcoaching@gmail.com. Website, just teamdrumcoaching.com. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hoped that it provided a few little pieces of useful information. And check back next week for another episode of the Team Drum Show. Hopefully Lola will be a little bit more active.